Hey there, welcome back to another exciting video on RBS Coins World. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to talk about the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel. This particular coin is a real gem for collectors, with some rare varieties fetching millions of dollars. So grab your magnifying glass and let's jump right in. First off, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1996 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint in 1996 and is part of the long-standing Jefferson Nickles series that has been in circulation since 1938. The 1996 nickel features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, along with Monticello on the reverse side. Now, what makes the 1996 mint Jefferson Nickles so special? Well, it's all about the mint mark. The D mint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the 3 minting facilities of the United States Mint. Coins with mint marks from different mints can have different values depending on their rarity and condition. Speaking of value, let's talk about the worth of the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel. While most circulated 1996 nickels are worth face value, there are some rare varieties that are highly sought after by collectors. One such variety is the 1996 matte finish Jefferson nickel, which is known for its unique matte appearance and limited mintage. These coins can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s, depending on their condition and rarity. Another valuable variety of the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel is the spike head error coin. This error occurs when a die clash causes a spike-like protrusion to appear on Thomas Jefferson's head on the obverse side of the coin. These error coins are extremely rare and can be worth upwards of $10,000 or more to the right collector. If you're lucky enough to come across a rare variety of the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel, it's important to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This will ensure that you get an accurate assessment of the coin's condition and value, making it easier to sell or add to your collection. In addition to rarity and condition, other factors can also influence the value of the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel. These include demand from collectors, historical significance, and even current events that may drive up interest in certain coins. Keeping an eye on market trends and attending coin shows or auctions can help you stay informed about the value of your collection. So, with all that in mind, is it possible for a 1996 mint Jefferson nickel to be worth millions of dollars? While it's unlikely that a standard circulated coin would fetch that much, there have been instances where rare varieties or error coins have sold for astronomical prices. The key is to do your research, network with other collectors, and be on the lookout for those hidden treasures. In conclusion, the 1996 mint Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential for significant value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for rare varieties and error coins that could make your collection truly unique. Who knows, you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Well, that wraps up our video for today. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and taking a closer look at the 1992 mint Jefferson nickel. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth millions of dollars. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's uncover the history, value, and worth of this elusive coin. Let's start by exploring the history behind the 1992 mint Jefferson nickel. This particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1992 and features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side. The reverse side showcases Monticello, the historic home of Thomas Jefferson. What makes this coin unique is the P mint mark, which indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. This mint mark can sometimes add extra value to a coin, especially if it is a limited edition or has a special significance. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1992 Mint-marked Jefferson nickel. While most circulated coins from this year may not be worth much more than their face value, there are certain factors that can greatly increase the value of a coin. For example, if the coin is in mint condition with no visible wear or damage, it could be worth significantly more to collectors. Additionally, coins with rare errors or varieties are highly sought after and can fetch a high price at auctions or from coin dealers.so. What about the worth of the 1992 mint-marked Jefferson nickel? Well, believe it or not, there have been instances where this seemingly ordinary coin has sold for millions of dollars. The key to unlocking the potential worth of your coin lies in its condition, rarity, and any unique features it may possess. If you have a 1992 mint-marked Jefferson nickel in pristine condition with no errors or imperfections, it could be worth a significant amount to the right collector. If you're interested in finding out more about the potential value of your 1992 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, I would recommend getting it professionally appraised by a reputable coin dealer or numismatist. They will be able to give you an accurate valuation based on the current market trends and demand for this particular coin. You never know, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 1992 mint-marked Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out in the world of coin collecting, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Who knows, you may just stumble upon a hidden gem in your pocket change that could change your life forever. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1992 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our BS Coins World for more coin collecting content. As always, happy hunting and may your pockets be filled with rare treasures. We are diving into the world of Jefferson Nickles, specifically the 1987 mint-marked variety. Now, you might be wondering why this particular nickel is causing such a stir in the coin collecting community. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack here, and we're going to break it all down for you. First things first, let's talk about the history of the Jefferson nickel. Introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, the Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. The 1987 mint-marked variety is no exception, but what makes it special is its limited mintage compared to other years. In 1987, the Philadelphia Mint produced a relatively small number of nickels with the P mint mark, making them somewhat rare compared to other Jefferson nickels. This rarity is one of the factors that contribute to the value of this particular coin. But that's not the only thing that makes the 1987 mint-marked Jefferson nickel worth talking about. Another factor that sets this coin apart is its condition. If you happen to come across a 1987 mint-marked Jefferson nickel in mint condition, meaning it has never been circulated and has minimal wear and tear, then you might just have a valuable gem in your hands. Coins in pristine condition are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a pretty penny on the market. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1987 mint-marked Jefferson nickel. While most circulated examples of this coin are worth face value, those in mint condition can be worth significantly more. In fact, some specimens have been known to sell for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars at auction. That's right, a humble nickel could potentially be worth a small fortune if you have the right one in your collection. So, how can you determine if your 1987 mint-marked Jefferson nickel is worth $1 million? Well, the first step is to carefully examine the coin for any signs of wear or damage. Look for any scratches, dents, or discoloration that could affect its value. Next, consider having the coin professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will give you a better idea of the coin's condition and potential worth. In addition to condition, the rarity of the 1987 mint-marked Jefferson nickel also plays a significant role in determining its value. The limited mintage of this particular coin makes it highly sought after by collectors, which drives up its price on the market. As with any collectible item, rarity is a key factor in determining value, so keep that in mind when assessing the worth of your coin. Now, you might be wondering where you can sell your 1987 mint mark Jefferson nickel if you believe it's worth a significant amount. There are a few options available to you, including online auction sites, coin dealers, and coin shows. Just be sure to do your research and find a reputable buyer who is willing to pay a fair price for your coin. In conclusion, the 1987 mint mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that has captured the hearts of coin collectors around the world. With its limited mintage, pristine condition, and potential for value, this coin is definitely worth a closer look. So, happy hunting, and may you find that hidden gem in your coin collection. We're diving into the intriguing world of the 1996 mint mark Jefferson nickel. You might be wondering, what makes this particular coin so special? Well, stick around as we uncover its fascinating history, its current value, and whether it could be worth millions of dollars. Let's start with a little background on the 1996 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1996, hence the P mint mark. It features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his beloved estate, on the reverse. With a mintage of over 1.4 billion, you might think this coin is just another run-of-the-mill nickel. But hold on, there's more to this story than meets the eye. One of the key factors that sets the 1996 Jefferson nickel apart is its scarcity in uncirculated condition. Due to a variety of factors, including the use of older dies and less than perfect striking techniques, many of these coins exhibit weaker strikes and less luster compared to other years. This has made pristine examples of the 1996 nickel highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about value. While the 1996 Jefferson nickel is not considered a key date or a rare coin by traditional standards, its potential worth has been the subject of much speculation in recent years. In circulated condition, you can expect to find these coins for face value or a small premium. However, in uncirculated condition, especially in higher grades such as MS65 or MS66, the 1996 Jefferson nickel could command a significant premium. So, how much could a 1996 Jefferson nickel be worth? Well, it really depends on its condition and overall appeal. While some examples have sold for a few $100s, there have been reports of specimens fetching upwards of $1,000 or more at auction. This just goes to show that even seemingly common coins can hold surprising value for the savvy collector. But wait, there's more to the story of the 1996 Jefferson nickel. Rumors have been circulating in numismatic circles about a potential rare variety in this coin. Some collectors claim to have found examples with a double die or a repunched mint mark, adding an extra layer of intrigue to this already fascinating coin. While these varieties are rare and hard to find, they can significantly increase the value of a 1996 Jefferson nickel if authenticated by a reputable grading service. Now, let's address the million-dollar question. Could a 1996 Jefferson nickel be worth millions of dollars? While it's highly unlikely that a single coin would command such a staggering sum, the potential for a hoard or a significant find of uncirculated specimens is not out of the realm of possibility. Who knows, maybe there's a hidden treasure trove of 1996 Jefferson nickels waiting to be discovered, just waiting to make someone's numismatic dreams come true. In conclusion, the 1996 Jefferson nickel may not be the most glamorous or well-known coin in the numismatic world, but it certainly has its own unique charm and allure. With its scarcity in uncirculated condition, potential rare varieties, and possible hidden treasures, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for in your collection. Who knows, You might just have a small fortune in your pocket without even realizing it. There you have it, folks. The captivating tale of the 1996 Mint Jefferson Nickel, a coin that proves there's always more than meets the eye in the world of numismatics. Keep on hunting, keep on collecting, and who knows what treasures you might uncover along the way. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, happy coin hunting. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 2006 Mint Jefferson Nickel. This little coin may not look like much at first glance, but it has a rich history and could potentially be worth millions of dollars. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. First off, let's talk about the history of the 2006 Mint Jefferson Nickel. This coin was minted in Denver in 2006, hence the D mint mark. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, but this particular year holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. The nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side and the famous Monticello building on the reverse side. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel so special? Well, it all comes down to rarity. In 2006, there were a limited number of nickels minted with the D mint mark, making them highly sought after by collectors. This scarcity factor plays a big role in determining the value of a coin. Speaking of value, let's talk about the worth of the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel. While most coins are worth face value, there are certain factors that can increase their value significantly. For example, if a coin is in mint condition or has a rare mint mark, it could be worth much more than its face value. In the case of the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel, some coins have been known to sell for thousands or even millions of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel is worth a fortune? Well, there are a few key things to look out for. First, check the condition of the coin. Is it scratched, worn, or discolored? A coin in pristine condition will be more valuable than one that shows signs of wear and tear. Next, look for any errors or misprints on the coin. Sometimes, a slight mistake during the minting process can make a coin extremely rare and valuable. Another important factor to consider is the mintage of the coin. The 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel had a relatively low mintage compared to other years, which could drive up its value. Additionally, the demand for a particular coin can also impact its worth. If there are a lot of collectors searching for a specific coin, it could drive up the price significantly. Now, let's talk about some specific examples of the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel selling for big bucks. In 2010, a rare nickel with the initials DS on the reverse side sold for $1.7 million at auction. This particular coin had a unique error that made it extremely valuable to collectors. Similarly, a nickel with an inverted D mint mark sold for $3.7 million in 2005. These are just a couple of examples of how the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel can be worth millions of dollars. So, if you're lucky enough to have a 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look at. You never know, you could be sitting on a goldmine. And even if your coin doesn't turn out to be worth millions, it's still a valuable piece of history that can be enjoyed for years to come. In conclusion, the 2006 Mint Jefferson nickel is a unique and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Its rarity, history, and potential worth make it a fascinating addition to any collection. So, keep an eye out for this little gem the next time you're sorting through your loose change. Who knows, you could be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to talk about the 1988 Mint Jefferson nickel. This little coin may not look like much at first glance, but trust me, it holds a lot of hidden history and value. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at the 1988 nickel. First off, let's talk about the history behind this coin. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the classic Buffalo nickel. The 1988 D nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, which is one of the oldest operating mints in the United States. This mint has a rich history of producing high-quality coins, making the 1988 D nickel a sought-after piece for collectors. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1988 D nickel. On the obverse side, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson's image has been featured on the nickel since its inception, paying homage to his contributions to American history. The reverse side of the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia. This design has remained relatively unchanged over the years, making the 1988 D nickel a timeless piece of American numismatic history. When it comes to the value of the 1988 D nickel, things get really interesting. While most circulated 1988 D nickels are worth face value, there are some rare pieces out there that can fetch a pretty penny. One of the key factors that can increase the value of a 1988 D nickel is its condition. Finding a coin in uncirculated or mint state condition can significantly boost its value among collectors. Another factor to consider is any errors or varieties that may be present on the coin. For example, a 1988 D nickel with a double die error or a rotated die error can be worth much more than its face value. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors and can command top dollar at auctions, and coin shows. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1988 D nickel in pristine condition with no errors, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands of dollars. In fact, some rare 1988 D nickels have been known to sell for upwards of $10,000 or more. That's a pretty impressive return on a coin that's only worth 5 cents in face value. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1988 D nickel in your collection? Well, the first thing to do is inspect the coin closely for any signs of wear or damage. A circulated coin will show signs of rubbing and scratching, which can lower its overall value. On the other hand, an uncirculated coin will have sharp details and a lustrous finish, indicating that it has been well preserved over the years. Next, look for any errors or varieties that may be present on the coin. This can include things like double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. These types of errors can dramatically increase the value of a 1988 D nickel and make it a desirable addition to any collection. If you're still not sure about the value of your 1988 D nickel, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin appraiser. These experts can give you a more accurate assessment of your coin's worth and help you determine the best course of action for selling or trading it. In conclusion, the 1988 D mint-marked Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history with the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for in your travels. Who knows, you could be holding a rare and valuable treasure in the palm of your hand. We're going to be diving deep into the world of the 1964 no mint-marked Jefferson nickel. That's right, this little beauty is known for its unique history, incredible value, and the potential to be worth millions of dollars. So grab a seat, grab a snack, and let's get started on this thrilling journey. First things first, let's talk about the history of the 1964 no mint-marked Jefferson nickel. Now you might be wondering, why is this particular coin so special? Well, in 1964, the United States Mint ceased production of silver coins in preparation for the switch to clad coins. However, a small number of Jefferson nickels were struck without a mint mark at the Denver Mint due to a mint error. These coins were accidentally produced with 90% silver content, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of the value and worth of the 1964 no mint-marked Jefferson nickel. As I mentioned earlier, these coins are extremely rare, with only a small number in existence. This rarity, combined with the silver content and historical significance, has skyrocketed the value of these coins in the numismatic world. In fact, some of these 1964 no-mint-mark Jefferson nickels have been known to sell for millions of dollars at auction. But how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection? Well, one way to identify a 1964 no-mint-mark Jefferson nickel is by checking for the absence of a mint mark below the date on the coin. Additionally, these coins will have a distinctive silver color due to the 90% silver content. If you think you may have stumbled upon a hidden treasure, it's essential to have your coin authenticated by a professional coin grading service to confirm its authenticity and value. Now, I know what you're all thinking: how can I get my hands on one of these elusive 1964 no-mint-mark Jefferson nickels? Well, the chances of finding one in your pocket change are slim to none. However, these coins do occasionally surface in estates, coin collections, and auctions. Keeping an eye out for rare coin dealers, coin shows, and online auctions may increase your chances of snagging one of these valuable coins. In conclusion, the 1964 no-mint-mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history with the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Its unique history, rarity, and silver content make it a highly sought-after collectible among coin enthusiasts and investors alike. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these valuable coins, be sure to have it authenticated by a professional to unlock its full worth. And who knows, you may just have a hidden gem in your collection waiting to be discovered. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the world of the 1964 no-mint-mark Jefferson nickel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things numismatic. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your pockets be filled with rare and valuable treasure. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel. This little coin has a big story to tell, from its origins to its current value. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. Introduction. First off, let's talk about the significance of the 1980p mint mark on a Jefferson nickel. The P mint mark indicates that the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest mints in the United States. The mint mark is located on the obverse side of the coin, just above Monticello, the iconic building featured on the reverse. History of the 1980p mint mark Jefferson nickel. The 1980p mint mark Jefferson nickel was part of the series of Jefferson nickels minted from 1938 to the present day. These nickels replaced the previous Buffalo nickels and featured a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. The reverse side of the coin depicted Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate in Virginia. The Philadelphia Mint has a long history of producing coins for circulation in the United States. It was established in 1792 and has been the source of countless coins, including the 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel. The Mint uses a special process to create coins, from designing the dies to striking the blanks and inspecting the finished product. Value and worth of the 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel. Now, let's get to the juicy part: the value and worth of the 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel. While most Jefferson nickels from the 1980s are not particularly rare or valuable, there are some exceptions. Coins in mint condition or with errors can fetch a higher price among collectors. As of now, a 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel in average circulated condition is worth around face value, or 5 cents. However, if you happen to stumble upon a well-preserved specimen with no visible wear, it could be worth anywhere from $1 to $5. Keep an eye out for coins with full luster and no scratches, as these are the most desirable to collectors. If you're lucky enough to find a 1980p mint-mark Jefferson nickel with an error, such as a doubling of the mint mark or an off-center strike, you could be looking at a significantly higher value. Errors are rare and sought after by collectors, so they can command prices in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. $1,000,000 Jefferson nickel. Now, you may have heard rumors of a 1980 mint-marked Jefferson nickel that is worth millions of dollars. While it's true that some rare coins have fetched high prices at auction, such as the 1913 Liberty Head nickel that sold for over $3 million, the chances of finding a $1,000,000 Jefferson nickel are slim to none. That being said, it's always worth keeping an eye out for valuable coins in your pocket change or at coin shows. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem that could make you a tidy profit. Closing. In conclusion, the 1980 mint-marked Jefferson nickel may not be the most valuable coin in your collection, but it still has a rich history and a charm all its own. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this little nickel is sure to spark your curiosity and add some excitement to your coin hunting adventures. So, next time you come across a 1980 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and the stories it has to tell. Who knows, you might just uncover a treasure that's worth more than you ever imagined. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel. This humble coin may not look like much at first glance, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Join me as we explore its history, value, and whether it could be worth millions of dollars. First off, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel. This coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint in 1981, during a time when the United States was experiencing a period of economic and political change. The nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side, and his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse side. It's worth noting that the P mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is an important detail for collectors. Now, on to the juicy stuff: the value of the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel. While this coin may not be as rare or valuable as some other coins out there, it still holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. In circulated condition, you can typically expect to pay around face value for this coin. However, if you happen to come across a well-preserved, uncirculated 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, you could potentially sell it for a few dollars to a collector who is looking to add it to their collection. But here's where things get really interesting. There have been reports of certain 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickels that are worth millions of dollars. These rare and valuable coins are known as error coins, which are coins that were minted incorrectly or with some sort of defect. In the case of the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, the error coin to look out for is one that is missing the mint mark altogether. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare gems, you could be looking at a payday of a lifetime. So, how can you tell if you've got a $1,000,000 coin in your hands? Well, the first thing you'll want to do is carefully examine the coin for any signs of errors or defects. In the case of the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, you'll want to pay close attention to the area where the mint mark should be located. If you don't see the P mint mark on the coin, you may just have hit the jackpot. Of course, it's important to note that not every 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is worth millions of dollars. There are other factors that come into play when determining the value of a coin, such as its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. That being said, finding a rare error coin like this can definitely be a thrilling experience for any coin collector. In conclusion, the 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but it has the potential to be worth much more than its face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keeping an eye out for rare error coins like this one could pay off big time in the long run. So next time you come across a 1981 mint-marked Jefferson nickel, make sure to give it a second look. You never know what hidden treasures you might find.